It's lab-grown meat. That does not mean that it is fake meat. You've heard a lot of all of this attention around this new type of chicken that some people say, well, maybe it just, might be like incredible chicken, incredible beef, or all these others that are out there. It's not quite that at all. Amy Chen is the Upsides Boots COO. The best way I've heard it explained is that it is not your traditional chicken, and nor are chickens sacrificed at the altar of good food to make this happen. Could you explain what it is?
Absolutely. So cultivated meat, Neil, is meat grown from animal cells. So it is real meat, and the big spoiler alert that it tastes like chicken. It's just the chicken that we've always loved, made in a new way.
So could you apply this technology to beef, to cows? You know what I mean? So where does this go?
Yes, it can apply to any animal, actually. So we're already working on chicken, beef, lobster. If you love it, we can make it.
So how does it work? When you do it, what are you taking from the chickens in this case, their DNA? Just explain that to me.
Sure. It's actually quite simple. So you start with the chicken. You take cells. You basically feed them the nutrients they would normally get inside an animal's body. So think vitamins, glucose, sugars. You put them in a cultivator. It can be small or large, like the one you see behind me. And you allow the cells to do what they do. They grow, they multiply, and then they produce delicious meat. At the right time, you harvest it and formulate it into a meat product, and it's pretty amazing.
So the chicken doesn't mind maybe a little pinprick to get some sample from them, but they're not being killed, right?
It depends. So we will take them sometimes from a fertilized egg in this particular case, but you can also take them in different ways. Okay.
So groups like PETA and all the others must welcome this approach because, we're not slaughtering chickens. Down the road, maybe cows and all the rest. And it is the actual article, the food that is just like the real thing.
That's part of what's so exciting, Neil. We eat 70 billion animals a year. So with just a handful of cells, you can actually create a large number. So we will be able to have better animal welfare. It's much better for the environment and more sustainable, and it tastes just as delicious. And as you can see from some of the photos, it's also grown in a clean environment that people can feel great about.
No, it looks just like, as you said, like the real thing, just tastes like chicken. I enjoyed that line. When we extend this to other areas, and I'm sure down the road, beef will be one of them. I mean, it's not as if you're getting something that's for you, the eater. There's still the same risks with, it's not like being a vegetarian. I mean, if you're worried about your cholesterol and all that, that would still be an issue here. It's not as if that was just waved out with a wand.
Yeah, Neil, it's a great question. So I'm from Texas. I love meat. And this product is really for people who love meat and want the real thing. Long term, I'll tell you, there's the potential for us to modify the nutritional. So you can imagine a steak that has the nutritional profile of a salmon.